Hey, Coach Crazy Cat, back with you for Activity 2 and the introduction to Journey Through Stuck. Super blessed and grateful to be back with you and continuing to work through what has us stuck. So let's get going. All right, so here we go. In Activity 2, we asked the question, what is your stuck? And the answer may surprise you. All right, so your resources. First off, you've got the hard copy of the book. You've got the printout that has only the activities. That's item number 3. You'll want to make sure that you're always referring back to the 7 awkward steps. That's going to be our roadmap as we go through, so we'll want to keep that handy. There's not too much that takes place on that in the introduction, but it's something I want you to start to get comfortable with because we will need it. And then from your worksheets, there's a checklist so you can make sure that you have everything done before you come to our team session. So the activity number 2, which is where we are, is what is your stuck? And this is the highest number or the most pages that you're going to read in the introduction. There's a lot to this one. You can read it on your own or follow along in the video when I read it for you. Either way is totally fine. And then complete activity number 2, which is stuck comfort zone. I want you to have activity 1 and activity 2 done completely before you move on to activity 3. Okay, so we're going to have several pages to read as I mentioned. So we start on page 4, which is a little bit of my background and what my dream was. And I share that just to kind of help you to understand how I ended up stuck in this thing called a zombie life. And your story is going to be different than mine, but I share my story so you can kind of understand and then really think about your story. And then we talk about your dream. What is your dream? And we started that in the first activity, but I want you to start to think about it even more. And as we go through this entire journey, you may learn more about yourself. We aren't taught to think this way. And so it's okay to discover more about yourself and learn more as you go along. We'll also read page 7, and that talks about life is a journey of choices. And this is based on one of my favorite quotes, or one that I really love, by John Maxwell. And it's, life is a matter of choices, and every choice you make makes you. The cool thing about that is that every moment is an opportunity to make a different choice. We don't have to carry around the baggage of the past and yell at ourselves and beat ourselves up for the choices that we made 5 minutes ago, 5 days ago, 5 years ago, 15 years ago, whatever it is, it's gone. That decision's made. Give yourself some grace. Let's start thinking forward. Your next choice is your next opportunity to change the direction and the destiny of your life. We're going to talk some about the awkwardly beautiful experience, and we relate that to riding a bike. So like I've been saying several times, is we are not taught to think this way. When we go to kindergarten, we check our little personalities at the door for the most part. I know I did. And we go to become like everyone else. And I'm not beating up on the school system because there's a lot of great things that happen, but the stuff that's included isn't so much finding your dream and going to live that. It's going to find something to be responsible and to learn how to adult and to pay your bills and have a mortgage and blah, 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 and pay your taxes and be a good, responsible adult. And all that stuff is great. But there's also a dream aspect of you that's kind of gotten drowned out by the business of busyness and the clutter of life as we go through time. So just like riding a bicycle, it feels awkward at first. I don't know of anyone who just jumped on a bicycle the first time and was like, yeah, I got this. Some kids are braver than others, but everybody needs that moment of learning, that moment where you express your courage and your courage becomes confidence as you learn how to do it. And the same thing is going to happen as you're going through your awkward journey. It is okay to feel weird. It is okay to feel awkward. I feel awkward all the time. Just because we're not taught doesn't mean that it's bad or wrong. Like we talked about in the last session, if you're not growing, you're dying. So we want to be growing. We want to be learning new things. We want to be really pushing through those things that are holding us back and going to find that really unique, awesome, amazing, awkward person that we were designed and created to be. Once we've read through these 5 pages, I want you to then spend some time thinking about stuck. I want you to think about, on a scale of 1 to 10, how stuck are you now? How stuck do you feel? How stuck do you feel about finding your beautiful life, regardless of what that is? I will tell you that it is okay to be totally honest. You are your only competition. When I first answered this, I gave myself like a 15 out of 10. I was so stuck that I didn't even think that unstuck was possible. I didn't even think that being happy was possible, much less being unstuck and living the life that I do now. So trust me when I say that it is possible, and it's done in these small steps, one choice at a time, one step at a time, 1 minute at a time, and you will make progress. Trust me. And then what is your stuck? So I want you to really look at your stuck. Stuck is the comfort zone. It's this comfortable life that we've built around us. And there are some things that we like. I mean, we like hanging out with our loved ones. We like having a roof over our head. We like having a warm bed. We like being able to pet our cats or our dogs or whatever it is that you like to do. There are some things about the comfort zone that are good. And those don't have to go away just because you find your beautiful life. But there are some things that you probably don't like. Maybe feeling stifled, or feeling like you were created for more, or there are people you're supposed to help and you know that you're wasting your time bank and your money bank by not really reaching out and helping the world in a big way. Whatever it is, it's okay. I really want you to look at your stuck, your comfort zone, for what it is. And I want you to think about what you like, and I want you to think about what you don't like. And we will take that with us into the next activity. There we go. So I want you to complete activity 2. How stuck are you? I love this picture, right? He's like really happy laying in the leaves. He's totally in his comfort zone, out in nature. Look at that smile. I just love this kid. Anyway, I love kids and their expressions because they're just so pure and authentic. So you're going to see a lot of pictures of kids as we go through, because I feel like I lost my little kid inside and I want to re-find it, and I do every day, and I want to help you guys do the same. So complete activity 2 and do that. Spend time. Like in activity 1, please don't shortcut it. Just because there's 3 quick activities in the introduction doesn't mean that we should shortcut or zoom past it. We got stuck for a reason, and so spending some time here will really help you as you're going through the process. I look forward to seeing you either in the reading, which I'll do here in a moment, or back for activity 3. Chat soon. Bye now.